Welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. You've seen this morning's guest in the movies Drive and Sucker Punch. Now he's starring as the title character in the new Coen Brothers movie, Inside Llewyn Davis. Oscar Isaac, welcome to the Kiosk Presents.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
So Inside Llewyn Davis follows your character around for a week in 1961 Greenwich Village, the folk music scene. What happens to him?
A lot of horrible things. He's just having a really tough time. He's sleeping from couch to couch. His circle of friends is growing ever smaller. He's in mourning for the loss of his partner, and he's just trying to make it in a scene that's not that interested in what he has to offer. And the irony is that at that time in actual history, it was a very electric, energetic time. You know, it was this cauldron of art that was happening there. And yet this is a story of someone that feels like they're on the outside of it.
So it deals with music, and I know Justin Timberlake is also a co-star. Did you have any singing or musical experience before this movie?
Yeah, I've played music ever since I was about 13 years old, so I've been playing for a long time, playing guitar, and I had bands in high school, all different kind of genres. And then I studied acting at Juilliard, and they have singing classes as well, so that helped teach me how to use my voice. And then I've just been doing it for a long time, so yeah, it was kind of serendipitous that this thing came along when it did. You know, sometimes the best things you can do are the things that you don't do for profit. And so for me, I was just always playing because I loved it. And then somehow it just worked out so perfectly for this.
Well, how nice you got to use both of your talents in this movie. Now, I know a lot of the commercials. I see you with a cat. What is it like to have a cat for basically a co-star?
It sucks. Yeah, they don't really like to cooperate. They had a few different cats because you can't train them. So, you know, they had a cat that had a different personality for whatever the scene required. So that was kind of difficult, and they would tie the cat to me so it wouldn't escape and get run over. And sometimes the cat was very annoyed about having to be tied to a human being and thrown into a movie without its permission, so which I understand. So I don't recommend doing it.
So the old adage is true. You don't co-star with children or animals.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? What's coming up?
I'm starting a film in a couple weeks with J.C. Shandor, who is the writer and director of All Is Lost and Margin Call. And we'll be shooting that in New York City as well. And that's with co-starring Jessica Chastain, who actually I went to school with as well.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yes, that's nice.
Well, Oscar Isaac, thank you so much for joining us here on the Kiosk Presents. I'm very excited to go see Inside Llewyn Davis this weekend. It is opening in the Buffalo area this weekend.
Great. Thank you for having me on.